Back in January, I knew I was being kicked out of the country. My visa was set to expire and I knew they wasn't going to renew it. So, feeling pretty frustrated and depressed, I had only one weekend left. So I decided to set myself a challenge, and that was to go out and meet just a bunch of women. And in just 24 hours, I ended up going on amazing dates with multiple women, and it was such an incredible experience. And I took the lessons I learned from that time, and I now help men do exactly the same thing. So I want to take those lessons and now pass them on to you. So if you want to become someone who is able to become amazing at meeting women in simply just 24 hours, this is the video for you. Because I'm going to break it down to just 2 essential components. And to kick that off, it is the mechanics of being able to go and speak to a woman. This is your bread and butter. These are the 3 parts that you just need to do to get the mechanics right. First and foremost, keep it stupid simple. If I've only got 24 hours and I'm just learning, I'm trying to get good with this, sack off any complicated idea of what you need to do. All it takes, and all I even do now, even though I'm like 1,000 approaches deep, someone who is very experienced with this, I still keep it stupid simple. And what that means is, if I see a cute girl, I walk over and simply say, "Hi, I thought you looked really cute and I wanted to introduce myself." That's all we needed. That is all we needed, because it isn't your job to try and convince the girl. All your job here is just to go over and start up a conversation, to start that ball going, because you're not meant to convince the girl to be interested. You're merely meant to show her who you are. So keeping it stupid simple, use really low level, like language that a 10-year-old would understand. Don't be that guy that I had that suggested he'd go over and compliment the tassels on her bag and how they flew in the wind, or how her eyes sparkle like stars in the night sky. No, you look cute. I thought you looked awesome. I thought you looked interesting. I thought you looked fun. Whatever it is, just keep it stupid simple. Then, secondly, what we really want to focus on is being able to make it easier for yourself, okay? Make it easier for yourself, and we do this in a couple of ways. Present yourself in just the best way you can. I'm not saying this is about looks, but if you want to get good at this, you want to kind of get that feedback of people responding positively to you, put on some items that fit you quite nicely, something that's clean, something where you're not going over there just like in dirty, ripped up clothing, and they're just like, who is this monster that has turned up with me? Like, I do not dress in any kind of fancy manner. I have like a black tee most of the time and jeans. Keeping it stupid simple with outfits helps, but it'll also allow you just that extra edge. And the second part of making it easier for yourself is just being able to make sure you have her attention before you start going into the conversation. One of the worst things guys do is walk over and then just be like, "Hi, how are you doing?" and just blurt out all this nonsense. Don't do that. We've only got 24 hours here. We're trying to get you some good results quick. Simply put, use, "Excuse me, I thought you looked really cool today and I wanted to say hi." That's what we need. The "excuse me" sets her frame that something is happening, because she's in a different mindset to what I'm in. So I need to be able to give that frame to her very quickly that something is happening, to put her attention on me, and then for me to speak. Too many men lose out on opportunities simply because they didn't frame it correctly. The girl panicked, got startled, and ran off. Like, it is simply put a bad idea. Okay, and the final part of mechanics to run you through is simply volume. I am on such an Alex Hormozy hype. He is such a cool guy in business. If you're wanting to learn any business stuff, check him out. But one of his best phrases is volume negates luck. And it applies so well to dating too. If you have enough volume, if you go and speak to enough girls, you don't need to get lucky. Eventually you find one who would be interested. And that's what it was for me. When I had those 24 hours, it wasn't that I went and spoke to 1 or 2 girls. I think I spoke to like 15 to 20. Like, I was going out there and just speaking to people because I accepted that half of them have got a boyfriend. Like, what are you going to do about that? Just like sneak your way in there and just snake him out of it? It's not your problem. If they have a boyfriend, that's fine. That's just like par for the course. being able to have volume is essential, especially if you're in those stages of kind of building like your reps with this, just to get comfortable and get skillful. So that is mechanics. And you know what? If that was all it was, it would be amazing. My job would be so easy because I could basically just make a quick PDF explaining those things, and then every guy out there could be crushing it and speaking to women. Unfortunately, it's not really how it goes. There is a second component of this, and that is your mindset. We have the mechanics, now we need to apply the appropriate mindset. And I'm going to speak to two quick areas that will kind of overcome the biggest obstacles that I've definitely seen with my clients, where I put them out there and there's just these two sort of freeze points that are causing them problems. Firstly, is this fear around the fact that they think they're disturbing the girl. Oh no, I can't go over there. What if I inconvenience her? What if she doesn't like it? What if I'm causing her a problem? All these kind of things. And that's nice, it's caring, and especially the clients that come to me, they're very much like me, they're quite agreeable, they're nice guys, they connect to that, and I appreciate that, because it's like, nobody wants to be the guy going out, causing people problems, making people feel uncomfortable. But the problem is with dating, like, guys have to lead, you're the one that instigates this, and one of the things that I've come across, which I think is really cool, is that Facebook and Google have a particular policy when it comes to dating within the workplace. And I think it's actually quite good. And I think it applies really well when it comes to approaching as well. If they have a one strike and you're out policy, which basically means you can ask out any other colleague once. And if you go over and say yes, great. If they say no, you're not allowed to speak to them in that way again. You can't ask them out again. And you know what? I think that's brilliant, because that's all we're doing. As I mentioned earlier, your job isn't to convince someone to like you. Like, no one has just been fucking magically convinced like that so swiftly off the moon. It's like, she was probably interested anyway. She was probably available. If she has a boyfriend, it's not going to change the fact that you're now Prince Charming. It's just not going to happen. Your job is to express who you are and check for interest. It's like knocking on the door. So going over there and just doing the one check, the one strike and you're out, is not inconveniencing a girl. It's actually the polite thing to do. You're going over there and simply going, hey, I'm interested in speaking to you. Are you interested in speaking to me? Yes, sweet, let's go. No, have a great day. You're not inconveniencing a girl by doing this. You're going over there and giving her the opportunity and leading like a man truly should, and giving her the opportunity to be able to learn how to deal with these situations too. One of the things I got into with a client, I think it was last night, was the fact that he was kind of self-rejecting. If he went over there and the girl wasn't amazingly like elated, just like, oh my God, let's fucking go to a hotel now, he'd get 5 seconds in and then he'd try and like eject himself. And I was like, dude, what you're doing isn't right. You're treating this girl like she's 8 years old and is incapable of saying, oh, sorry, have a great day, but I've got to go to work. Like, sorry, I'm not interested. It's almost insulting to women when men think that they can't just go up there and simply say, hey, I thought you looked cute, wanted to introduce myself, and say that women aren't able to just be like, oh, sorry, I'm not interested. Like, especially if you're watching this video and like you're someone that connects with me, because I know for a fact you're going to be like me, you're going to be like my clients, where it's like you definitely overestimate the amount of like caution you need to take. You're not going to be that guy that is just like bluntly being insulting, causing people to be uncomfortable. You're going to be the other side. You're going to be like, I don't want to cause anyone like any problems here. So you are not causing them an inconvenience. You're simply taking the lead. It's a necessary step. And then secondly, not only are we not causing a negative experience, you're actually causing a positive one. Because if you're going over there and simply saying, hey, I thought that was a really cool jacket, like, that's a net positive experience for her. And that's what you want to see your approach as. It's like a gift. It's a gift that you're giving out to this girl so she can have that moment of connection where she meets someone who's just truly genuine, that's truly just wanting to connect with her and have a moment. And this is why we have to kind of destroy this idea in your mind that, oh no, I'm going to cause her problems, she's going to hate it, she's going to kick off. One of the things that really helped me when I was getting going was starting to see my approach as a gift. That I was going to go over there and I was going to be the highlight of her day, no matter which way it went, whether she was interested or she wasn't, because even if she already had a boyfriend, she can go home thinking, oh, that was nice, that guy came up to me and said like I had cool hair, like that's cool. Like no matter what, it was going to be a nice experience for her. And that's what I want you to get as a mental frame, because that is going to be your blockage. You're going to be stood on the street, you're going to feel awkward, you're going to be, oh God, what if I insult her? Oh no. Keep it stupid simple. Walk over there, and these are the 2 core principles. Like, we're not going more than that. You've got 24 hours to get good at this stuff. That's all I'm giving you, because with that, you're already doing better than like 90% of men. You're crushing it. Do not worry. They're the exact skills that I use to be able to get on multiple dates and meet multiple women. And that is the skill that every guy should learn so he can have control and agency over his dating. So if you're ready to go, the final step is just knowing where to go. So you're not wasting your time, so you can be efficient. And if you want to know where the best places are to go, where I give out all the details for how I found and met all of these girls, then I suggest you check out this video here. And this is where I detail down the exact places you can go to find those amazing women in the next 24 hours.